Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I welcome you to English grade 8 video lessons. This is your instructor Zia Hamid. I hope that you're doing well and enjoying good health. My dear learners, we are dealing with unit number 1 titled Role Model for Teachers. This will be our lecture number 1. The competency is of grammar and the topic is about nouns and specifically about singular, plural, countable and uncountable nouns. So let's begin our lecture by reading and understanding our students' learning outcome. Our SLO is understand the difference between singular and plural, countable and uncountable nouns. For example, the scissors are on the table versus there's a pair of scissors on the table. The news is not good. So along with the SLO, we have some examples over here. So first, let's break down our SLO and understand what we are going to study and learn. We will be learning about the difference between singular and plural, countable and uncountable nouns, and some examples are given that you can read and understand that what kind of examples we will be dealing with. So this was our students' learning outcome. Now here is a vertical linkage of this SLO with the previous one. So my dear learners, let's do a brainstorming activity, a very quick brainstorming session. Here you can see some pictures. Can you tell which of them are countable nouns and which one are uncountable nouns? Take a moment, pause the video and try to identify which one is countable and which one is uncountable. So you have some examples. Now let's move forward. So after doing this brainstorming activity, let's dive into our theoretical concepts. So countable nouns, let's see what they are. Countable nouns are objects, persons and places that can be counted. They have singular and a plural form. The singular form of a countable noun can be accompanied by the articles a or an, while the plural form requires a determiner. So this is our countable nouns as suggested by the name. They are the nouns that we can count with numbers. So and also they can be in the form of singular and also plural. So let's move forward. Here, to determine the quantity of a countable noun, the question how many is employed. When you are asked questions like how many boys are there in the class, how many hours do you study in a day. So you can clearly see that with this prompt, with this question of how many, you can easily identify that the answer will be in the countable noun, and hence see there are lot of cups, lot of footballers playing in the field. So this is all about countable nouns. Let's see on the opposite, we have a term called uncountable nouns. We cannot count them. For example, let's first read the definition. Uncountable nouns are the nouns that cannot be counted. The quantity of an uncountable noun is expressed by using words like some, a lot of, much, a bit of, a great deal of, etc. Uncountable nouns cannot be pluralized. Keep this in mind. We measure the quantity of uncountable nouns by using how much. So whenever you are posed a question like how much sugar do you want, or how much good experience do you had, so you will know that these things like sugar, salt, water, all these are uncountable. You cannot count these nouns. So Also, to tell the quantity of uncountable nouns, we have some phrases like some, lot of, much, a bit of, a great deal of, etc., a pinch of salt, a sprinkle of sugar, something like that. So all these are like the phrases that we use before the uncountable noun. Let's say here we have two pictures. So can you identify them? Yes, they are uncountable nouns. We cannot count the oil, we cannot count the beauty. So these kind of nouns are called uncountable nouns. Let's say, for example, this is from your book. We have two examples here. We went beyond just passing on information. He was responsible for planting Allah's teachings deep within his followers' hearts. So this part, information, here is uncountable. Also, we use containers. How? When you want to refer to a specific amount of an uncountable noun, you can use containers or measures. For example, a cup of coffee. We cannot say 3 coffees or 4 coffees. We will use this container, a cup of coffee or a slice of bread. So these things, these phrases before our countable noun tells us about the quantity of the uncountable noun, but obviously it is different than countable noun. We do not use numbers in uncountable nouns. Now let's see, uncountable singular nouns. So uncountable nouns are used with a singular verb. For example, the Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's way of teaching was exceptional and deeply impactful. So here the word teaching, obviously we cannot count it, it is uncountable and it is followed by a singular verb. So let's see uncountable plural nouns. Some uncountable nouns are plural. They have no singular forms with the same meaning and cannot be used with numbers. Common examples are groceries, arms, remains, goods, customs, clothes, thanks, regards, police, etc. So they are already plural, in the plural form. They have no singular forms. So we have such uncountable plural forms. Now moving on, let's see some examples. The police are searching for a white man in his 20s. Have you brought the groceries? Other plural countable nouns include trousers, jeans, pajamas, pants, scissors, spectacles, glasses, etc. All these nouns are uncountable, but they are also plural. Let's see, scissors are in the drawer. To scissor is in the drawer. You can say a pair of scissors is in the drawer. Or I bought 2 pairs of trousers. We will say this, not I bought 2 trousers. You have to use phrases like pair of, or a pair of scissors, or I bought 2 trousers. So in one case you will use the phrase a pair of before the uncountable noun, but in the other one you cannot use the phrase a pair of with the uncountable noun. So now we have an interesting simulation for you to watch and learn more about countable and uncountable nouns, singular and plural nouns. So after grasping the concept, let's begin by doing this interesting activity. We have your page number 3 over here. It says work in groups. Each group must decide on what items they will need to survive on an island. You can only bring 10 items. though you have to choose the quantity of the item that you want, and at least 4 of those items should be countable or uncountable nouns. Discuss it and then present your final list to the class after everyone is finished. So it is such an interesting activity to do. You will have a real-time application of countable, singular countable, and plural countable and uncountable nouns. So now we are having a worksheet for you. This worksheet in which you can categorize these following images by applying drag and drop technique and the given, or you can simply just write them, which one of them are countable or which one of them are uncountable. So my dear learners, for your homework, we have your page number 3, in which you have 2 questions. One is identify whether the bold nouns are countable or uncountable. This one has been done for you. Eggs are plural. So you can do these rest of them by yourself. Number 2 is identify whether the bold uncountable nouns are plural or singular. Here trousers is, as we know, it's already done for you, is plural. So you will have this homework for your task. And now at the end we have some resources for your help. We have worksheet, a presentation, a lesson plan, question bank, and also a skill sheet attached with the description of the video. I hope that you had great time learning about singular and plural countable and uncountable nouns. Until the next video lecture, this is your instructor Zia Hamid signing off. Allah Hafiz.